Hi guys, Thunder E here and welcome to our X99 build. Now we've been talking about this build for a while. It's finally here. I apologize for the delay. We had a few issues, some parts came late, but here they are. Everything's all set and the build is complete. So we'll have a lot of videos for you from this build. But here is the build setup itself. I want to first thank all our partners who helped us with this build, starting off with NZXT with the H630 case. We liked it because it has a lot of room and also space for ports. We went ahead and picked up the ASUS Extreme Rampage Extreme X99 board. Supports up to 64 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. You can do quad SLI, as well as also has a nice monitoring unit. Now our friends at HyperX sent us 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, the Predator RAM. So we've got enough RAM here to run this baby down. And our friends at Intel sent us the latest Intel chipset, which is the Intel 5960X, actually the most powerful chipset they have on the commercial basis. It's an octa-core chipset. We picked up the EVGA GTX 980, actually two of them. One actually came later, so we only had one when we started doing the build, and that is it right there, that Sam is trying to take off the plastic wrapping on this. We definitely want to run an SLI configuration for this X99 build to just maximize as much as possible. Now in terms of storage space, our good friends at HyperX sent us an MSAT, which just didn't work well for this board for some reason. ASUS, some issues there, but we went ahead with the HyperX Fury SSD, 240 gigabytes. Now here is part of our whole cooling system. We're going orange cooling. It's a custom cooling kit from a company called EXWB, and this is the EKWB. I apologize. This is the X360. This is a custom kit for your liquid cooling, and the whole kit comes with a bunch of things. So you do have the block, you have your reservoir, you have your pump that comes with it. Also comes with the radiator, as well as a 120 mm fan, as well as the piping for your liquid cooling and the brackets and all those fun things together. So everything is included in that kit. And Sam wanted to go with liquid cooling, custom liquid cooling, so he said we had to build ours out, so we're going with that. And just showcasing some of the parts from a company called EKWB. I was saying EX earlier. EKWB is the company. Now our power supply, which is of course very important, is from also our friends at NZXT. This is a 1200 watt modular power supply, and it's great. It's modular. You know why? Because our first unit actually died on us, so we had to get another one from NZXT, and it was easy to just pop it out and just slide out the power supply unit, plug it back in. So these are all the parts that we use for X99 build. Let's start off by looking at the motherboard. Now we're not going to show you everything in this build, but just some things here. So the motherboard, the Extreme motherboard here, has 10 USB ports, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth built in. Again, like I said, supports quad SLI, 64 gigs of RAM. We've also got 2 USB 2.0 ports, 10 USB 3.0 ports on this bad boy here, and this is a really solid board. And it also supports MSAT on the board. MSAT, M.2 SAT, I believe, not MSAT, but for some reason we just couldn't get ours to work properly, so we went with a regular SSD. Now what you're going to see here is the water block from the liquid cooling for our CPU, which Sam is holding. Now this is a custom block that will work with either Intel or AMD chipsets from EKWB. Now we went ahead and put our RAM in already, so we already have that there. It's much easier to do that, as well as laid down our thermal paste and then drop down the block on there, so we could actually cool our system properly, which is what Sam is doing right now. Now the process is pretty easy. We're not showing you the whole process here. Best thing is follow the instructions, do not toss them away. Check out their website. The company EKWB will have a link for you, so in case you want to make your own custom liquid set, there's also some other videos on YouTube you can check out. We'll try and put links for you guys down below. Now the other thing, of course, is really important is of course the reservoir. This is where all our liquid cooling. That orange liquid cooling will go into for our build. And here it is. This is our full build here. Now this is it's running in the background, it's on, it's connected. We have that orange liquid cooling. Just opened up the case so you guys can see we still have a few wire management things to do, but looking down, of course, that's our 1200 watt power supply there, which should give us enough juice to run and handle everything on this system quite well, which is nice. And as I mentioned, we decided to go with SLI configuration, so we have two GTX 980s from EVGA, which we went ahead and got. So that's it, connected there, should run everything for us with no problems. Moving up, you can see, of course, our DDR4 RAM from HyperX RAM, 32 gigabytes, and then you can see the water block right there on top of our CPU with pipe coming in, going out, cooling our system correctly, and that will flow in and out through the reservoir into the pump, out through the radiator for cooling, back again into the system. So that's the whole flow there, and you can see the reservoir there, the radiator is the black big unit on the right, as well as the pump is down below. Now Sam wanted to liquid cool the GPUs too. We just didn't have enough space in this casing. We could have done it, but we just figured, you know what, we'll go with this for now, not do too much here on this system, so at least we know everything is working correctly. So that's how it looks. Now if we pan to the front of this case, you're going to see something. Remember that modular unit for the motherboard? We actually slid it into one of the drive bays, so we actually have the modular unit as a display in front, which is nice, and it gives us a couple of things here. You saw on the bottom left is your OC, overclocking. You have your temperature. You also have your speed, fan speed, as well as fan settings, so you can change your fan to turbo as I just did. You can switch it over to silent if you want to, or you can put it on standard, so you can change the fan speeds directly because everything is connected at the back. Now this is of course some cable management we need to handle. We will do that, but we just want to show you where our SSD as well as our other hard drive is placed. That's a terabyte 2.5 inch hard drive, which we added to it for storage, and that is our final build. So here it is. Here's our build here, full, and I wanted to show you the game, some gameplay from the game Daylight, just running on there. We'll give you more gameplay videos of all that fun stuff with specs and all that jazz, but this is our full X99 build. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you have any questions about it, let us know. We'll try and answer them for you. So this is Thunder E saying thank you very much. Do enjoy the gameplay at the end of my talking and blabbing. I appreciate it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and guys, always enjoy your entertainment.
Boom, one landing.
What do you mean 31?
Ask the boss.
31, that's your number.
Excuse me?
Your number. You're the 31st infected. I'm the 18th. Everything is counted here. 1 fewer doses of antizen. 1 more new infected. 1 more runner gone. 31 infected and only 7 runners left.
Emil died because of this guy? Quiet. Fuck quiet. Now he's gonna get Emil's anti-scene.
Hey, I'm looking for the... Are you the boss?
What, am I too young? You got the problem with my age?
No, You wanted to talk to me?
That's better. Do you remember anything? Know what you are?
Yeah, I can see this is some kind of shelter.
We call it the Tower. Brecken and his runners put it all together a couple of months ago, and we've been here ever since. Hunting airdrops, scavenging, and rescuing people.
Yeah, I wanted to thank that girl.
Good, because if not for her, you'd already be chewing somebody's knee bone. Your antizen was totally crushed, by the way. Only thing Jade could salvage was your radio.
Oh, great. So can I get that back, please?
Actually, I think I need it more than you do.
Believe me, pal, that's not the case.
Fine. Take it. You know why runners put their lives in danger? For guys like you. So now you take the antizen.